Okay, the internet has hundreds of videos, specifically on YouTube, about how to do anything in PowerPoint. So if there's anything that you don't understand or want to learn, just go to YouTube and type it in, and there will probably be a video on it. So this video is going to cover just the basics. And so there is going to be some self-learning that you're going to have to do. And so YouTube is one option. There's another option over here right in PowerPoint itself. This question mark is a help menu. If you click on it, it'll open up, and for you it'll probably look like this. And if you type right here, you will be searching the internet for your topics. But there's also this book right here, and Microsoft basically made this themselves. And so it's full of topics that have to do with PowerPoint and how to accomplish the things you want to accomplish with it. You can do searches right within this book here by typing it in here, and then down below here there's videos as well that Microsoft has produced. They may have to download, but they're there, and so there's just a real great tool here that's current, and Microsoft has made themselves, so it should be very helpful. And then if not, there will be stuff on YouTube for you. So at a very basic level, when I look at this this slide right here, these are placeholders. I can move them around the place if I want, but they're really not there. When I go and look at my actual PowerPoint, I can do, like when I look at the actual presentation, I can do that by clicking this button here that says slideshow, or I can hit F5 on my keyboard. Either way, you see this is the presentation itself, and there's nothing there but a blank piece of screen, just white. And so these placeholders are not actually there. It's not until I click in them and start typing that then it'll show up. See, I can go down here and go there. Now it's showing up. So if they're annoying you, you can always, right click them and delete them, or cut them, or sometimes I just highlight them by clicking on the edge of the box and then hit delete, and it'll disappear. And so I can type in here if I want, and I can add bullets, to things by clicking on the bullets up here, and then when I hit enter, another bullet will appear, and I can type and things like that. I can edit these, like right now that little box that was showing up. If I want, I can right click on the edge of that box and then say format this shape, and I can start to add fill colors, or the line color, or the line style. There's some other pretty fancy stuff that you can do to those boxes, but we're trying to keep it pretty simple. So solid fill, I can turn it into maybe some kind of shade of orange or something, and then the line color, maybe I'll just make it black here. Well, yeah, that'll be good. So let's close that. So now I've got this little black box around these words, and I can make the box smaller and move it around the place. If I want to make a new slide, right over here on the Home tab, there's a drop-down arrow, and these are all examples of what I could use. Again, these are all placeholders, so I'm going to pick this one that says comparison. And so again, none of these are going to really show up. They're just placeholders. So I could type in here, animals, and maybe another little heading here, mammals, and over here would be, reptiles. And then in here, these are sort of interactive. I can add tables or charts, or put in images, clip art, and media clips. And this one's a little tricky, the media clip, because, well, it's a long story, but anyway, if you want to insert a video, I require for this course that you insert a YouTube video, which is a different process than inserting a media clip usually. So you'll have to play around with that a bit. But anyway, I can fill in. If we go look at my show right now, you see there's nothing there except the things I typed in, and so I can add some of those features if I want. I also want to show you how to make a slide from scratch. So new slide, and then down here is blank. And that's where, when I have a blank slide, this is what I usually work with. I'll go to my insert, and you can see I can insert all kinds of things: tables, pictures, clip arts, shapes, and charts, and word art, all kinds of stuff. So what I usually do is first I'll insert a text box, and I'm gonna choose a title here. I like animals, so I'm choosing this spider here, and that's pretty small. It's 18 size font, way too small. For regular text, the minimum would be 24, but even that is very, maybe even 28. This is for regular text; it would be 28, but I still think that's a little low. I would have a title, way up here, maybe in size 54 or something like that, and then of course I can, color this title and center it, and I can move it around the place as well. The little green thing lets me tilt it, but you're probably not going to be tilting very many of your titles for your slides. Okay, so I got a spider in there. I can insert another text box and maybe add some information about this spider. I'll probably use bullet points and say, you know, tarantula. Yeah, and it's a blue cobalt. I know this sounds weird, but I know I have a picture of one of these spiders. That's what I'm about to insert. And I know, you know, whatever has 8 legs, and it's venomous. All right. Okay, so I got a little bit of information. That's pretty small. All right, I want to make that a little bigger, and then I will go insert a picture. So clip art are little pictures built into Microsoft PowerPoint, and pictures are basically stored on your computer somewhere. And so I have some stored in my hard drive. So I'm just going to go find this picture of this blue cobalt. There it is. Alright, so here's a picture. I can resize it by grabbing the corner. When you resize a picture, use the corners. As soon as I start messing with these things on the side, it distorts the picture. So I don't want to do that. I want to be resizing by grabbing the corners, and then it keeps the same aspect ratio. And I can move it around the place and try and line it up. I can crop. If I double click the picture, it pulls up this, you see, picture tools format, and so I can start giving it different borders around the picture. I could crop this picture, which would mean it turns these borders into black, and I can cut the picture in half, kind of thing. If I say crop, there I've cut it. Or I can even colorize it, change the color on it here. These are changing it to different shades. You can also go and make corrections to how bright it is and stuff like that. Anyway, that's editing a picture. So I've got a picture, I've got some text here, and I'll probably want to center this. Again, these look small, so I'm going to want to increase the size of those. Yeah, it doesn't look very centered right now again, so I'll want to play around with that a little bit. Alright, now I want to animate that. I'm going to try and let you learn that on your own, how to add animation, but as I'm speaking about the spider, I don't want to be reading anything about the blue cobalt or the 8 legs before I'm finished talking about the fact that it's a tarantula, so I want them coming in one at a time as I speak. And the other thing you're going to need to build is a navigation bar, and I usually build a navigation bar by just adding a text box. It's gonna be at the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to add my major topic. Let's just say my major topic is spiders, and then I'll have my 3 or 4 main points. Maybe my first point is I don't know, water spiders, and then I'm going to add in some space, and then I'll talk about tarantulas, and then I'll talk about, I don't know, African spiders for whatever reason. There, I got 3 topics happening right now, and I'm going to put this down at the bottom of my slide. Right now I'm talking about tarantulas, so I'm going to underline this or maybe color it a little different, maybe make it a little bigger, and I'll probably want to decorate this little box a bit here, format this box. I'm going to fill it up with a little color here, maybe a blue or something like that. Alright, so that's my navigation bar. So the whole audience knows that my topic is about spiders. I have already talked about water spiders. Right now I'm talking about tarantulas, and as soon as I get to African spiders, that one's going to turn red and tarantulas is going to go back to normal. And so I'm building this navigation bar for every single slide so that my audience knows where I am. Okay? So these are the basics of PowerPoint. Try your best to do some learning on your own using YouTube or the help menu, and if you are incredibly stuck, then let me know and I will help you out.